Morning. Okay, I know the music is still loud. Let's try and reduce that. Yeah. Okay. Morning. I was actually setting up the stream for London and decided to just click on the live button because why not? And looking at the time, I don't think I'm going back to sleep, so yeah, I'm just going to check out what CPI does for Swiss franc and monitor EURCAD for a bit, and then yeah, I don't know when my body will shut down on me, but it will shut down eventually, so we'll see how far we go. Either that, or if my ISP does their nonsense again, then yeah, I might end the stream forcefully. But yeah, how you doing? Surprised you? I'm surprised, but at the same time not really surprised because of your time zone. But yeah, how you doing? I hope my mic is working fine this time. It's always some weird technical issue, always. But yeah, this time it looks like it's working. I am watching gold. I just set my alert and left it for now. I'm actually watching it on my other screen as well. So yeah, I am monitoring it. I just thought I should wait for London session because I believe we'll get a nice move from 2 a.m. New York time. I'm anticipating something nice at that time from 2 on gold, something cleaner, but I'm looking for sales. Thing is, because I'm looking for DXY to sweep the low one more time, I'm expecting DXY to trade up into probably this breaker or of some sort, and then continue lower one last time before pushing higher. The reason I'm suggesting this idea is that I don't know if you've noticed from time to time we will get some sort of high time frame PDRA, right? And price comes and quickly pushes away from it. Like, I don't know if you've seen this sort of rejection. Like, whenever we tap into a high time frame PDRA, we get something so nice like this. But then most of the time, from what I've noticed, especially with majors, is price eventually comes back down one last time before giving us that proper break. And that proper break is the one that I look to capitalize on, either by entering here as a turtle soup or waiting for a retracement to buy it up. So this is what I'm expecting on DXY. Like, yes, I know everyone is all excited that we tapped into the weekly fair value gap, but then the weekly fair value gap is a huge PDRA. It's not a small 1 minute breaker or something like that. It's massive. So, and it's still valid for as long as we close above the PDRA. So yeah, the week hasn't even come close to an end. So I think we'll still sweep the lows of yesterday in this case. Then we'll continue higher. So if I'm expecting one more sweep to the downside, but yeah, if I'm expecting one more sweep to the downside, then I'm expecting one more sweep to the upside on gold. Did I capitalize on gold yesterday? No, I actually tried to sell it, by the way. I sold it on this week. I sold it using the 1 hour rejection block. Yeah, it was where the same breaker is, where the same breaker that we rejected from last time. I tried to quickly scalp. I know it was a terrible idea, but I just tried it anyway for the sake of it. I tried to quickly scalp this mitigation block, and I was just putting like $5 risk in it, nothing crazy like that, because I wasn't home yesterday. So I wanted to see if this mitigation block was going, this rejection block was going to hold. But yeah, of course you saw it didn't hold. Yeah, we didn't hold. That's the high of the candle there. So I got stopped out and price rejected. But I'm looking for lower prices. I just think we might sweep these highs. I don't know where we could reject from, right? I don't know where we could reject from. We could actually trade up to there, those relative equal highs, those candles there, and then run lower. Or we could just continue to trickle very slowly to the upside until NFP, then NFP might be the one to drop us down. So yeah, either way I'm bearish. I just don't have a solid entry right now. We might get something during the 2 o'clock opening. It's already midnight now, so yeah, we might get some sort of short-term sells, maybe, you know, to clear Asia lows and probably these other internal lows or something. Or we might get a push down to find maybe a 5 minutes breaker of some sort that gives us a nice SMT to buy it back up again. So yeah, we might get an entry, but I expect the entries to form in about 2 hours time. So here, that's when I expect to find something solid to work with. But yeah, no, I didn't capitalize on the buys at all. I don't think I actually traded gold this week except for yesterday's sells from here. Yeah, I didn't touch gold besides this sell that I tried this week. I did see buys from the opening of the week, from Monday I think. I saw buys, but I didn't join with the rest of, yeah, here it was the buys from here. I bought it, it came down to the breaker but didn't take the low where the stop loss would have been, and then yeah, we didn't take that low. That's the low of the week so far on Monday the 1st. I did not capitalize on this and I didn't jump into this. I actually had another alert here on the 1 hour. I remember getting that notification when I was out. At this rejection block, I set an alert on it. I said maybe if it comes there, I'll take it. It tapped it right here and went up. It came again, gave me the chance. Even on Tuesday, it gave the chance. I still didn't take it. I just left it be. But this would have been the entry that I take, my second chance to redeem myself, basically, with a stop loss there. It's a wider stop loss than usual, but if you were patient and held it through, you would have been celebrating yesterday when we finally got the displacement to the upside, because that's a 10-hour trade. So yeah, this was my trade for the week, but I didn't take any of it. I saw the notification and I told myself I'm not going to take a trade for as long as I'm not in front of my PC. So because I was on my phone, I didn't take any new trades. If I set pending orders, that's fine. I don't mind pending orders getting tagged in while I'm outside, but I'm not a fan of taking new trades or setting pending orders while I'm out. But yeah, that's gold. Speaking of buys, we might come down here. We might come down to that other block at 2 and then continue higher. On a 4 hour, it's a rejection block here. I wonder if this would play out. If this does play out, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised, but it'll be nice. Something like that. Something like that will be interesting. And yeah, on the 1 hour we saw it another block right there. 30 minutes. What is it? Some sort of I see, other block, fair value gap, mitigation block, basically. Yeah, this is an interesting area to watch for London. I was literally just binging on the latest season of Boku no Hero Academia the whole night, and yeah, that's basically what kept me up. I just finished it, I think, about 2 hours ago. Well, not finished, I just caught up. I see that the next episode will be on the 13th of July, then 20th of July, then 27th, then August, and yeah, still many more episodes to go, but they are still upcoming. Yeah, I was watching episode 9, season 7. I was on oil buys, then it swept me and gone. Wait, oil actually moved. I've been looking for those buys all week, but I never got the chance. Like, it never gave me my ideal entry, because I know my ideal one was on the daily chart. Yeah, right there. I wanted this and this entry. I think it's from the weekly even. When I said, well, we were consolidating last week, it'll be nice if we get a push down into this area, which has that other block in it, you know. I was even willing to blindly buy the daily fair value gap without even waiting for a lower time frame confirmation or anything like that. But I see that even this current candle, this current week, does not have a bottom wick or a tail, so we might still get that manipulation down during NFP. And I think we have CAD news on Friday as well. Canadian dollar affects oil, so yeah, we might still get that push down before continuing higher. But if it's already done, then yeah, that sucks. Yeah, then that sucks. I don't know what entry. This, I guess, daily gap. I don't know if that's enough to push it higher. On the 1 hour, did we get a confirmation? Not even. We didn't get anything I would have taken. Yeah, we didn't get anything. Maybe this other block I might have tried. Okay, what's going on with my mouse? I think my battery is low now. I've been using it for months without charging. Maybe I might have tried this other block, but we don't have any SMT. It's the same lows. Yeah, I think we might still drive lower first. We might still come down here, then push up, because I don't trust this, or I wouldn't trust this other block entry. I know it's up liquidity. It's a solid order block, a nice change in the state of delivery from a 1 hour, but we don't have an SMT in that daily fair value gap. If maybe UKOIL didn't tap into that daily gap, then yeah, that's a nice clear SMT. So because of that, I still think we might get this gap tagged. We might still get that on Friday. Tomorrow, if oil is dropping like this now so dramatically, then what's EURCAD doing? Oh, nice. That's very nice. That's very nice for my entry. Did you take EURCAD? I know I sent this entry on the group, this lower gap, but I also took from here. I took from here. The rule for me is either take the second fair value gap that you see, right? The reason I say take the second one is because the second one shows us the willingness of bearish price action. Like, keep in mind that we opened up here without a tail. This is a gap actually on most brokers right now. Right here is a gap, but Sunday is opened up with a gap, right? A displacement because of the elections happening on Sunday. That happened on Sunday, so we gapped higher, right? If I wanted to ever sell something that was this bullish, I would wait to see us show signs or willingness of sells. And we got the sign here when we created a fair value gap. We also created a second one. This second one said to me, okay, yeah, no, price is heavily bearish. We got the SMT that we wanted with GCAD. Everything aligned perfectly, and I said, no, this looks good for internal to external, right? So I normally take the second one. If I don't take the second one, then I say let's wait for one fair value gap to be respected, the first one or the second one, right? In this case, the first one was respected. After the first one is being respected, wait for a second new fair value gap to be created. So let's say price just drops now, takes out this low, another fair value gap is created here somewhere. Then this is my A plus setup to enter, with the stop loss being at this high from the first one that was respected. So I don't know if that made sense. I don't know if I explained it properly. I try not to use a lot of technical jargon, but yeah, those are my entry rules. So I don't know. I just sent this one on the group because it was easy to explain. It's easy for people to just not be greedy. Put your stop loss at the high. It's a nice 1 to 2. It's nothing to cry, you know. It's 1.7 there, but if you can draw it down to 1 to 2, and it should cover, because it's there. 1 to 2 is right there below the lows, so it's still possible to milk 1 to 2 if you want. But yeah, this entry was really nice. If this week closes above the previous high, didn't it make breakaway gap? Wait, firstly, what are you talking about? What pair are you talking about? Because I get what you're saying. If a weekly candle closes above a previous weekly high, then it makes a breakaway gap. But I want to know what instrument you're referring to, so I can know what gap and what what candle you're talking about. Yeah, I'm not sure what weekly candle are you talking about. Are you talking about EURCAD or US oil? Oh yeah, okay, now I get what you mean. Yes, yeah, on the weekly candle, yes, that the fair value gap that I'm expecting it to tag into, yeah, for sure. If after NFP we still don't trade here, we still close like this right now above the previous candle high, then yes, I would consider this to be a breakaway gap. I would say price does not need to come here. Then I would hunt for lower time frame entries somewhere here, you know. But that's of course after NFP. because it's still the first week of the month, you know, of the year, yeah, of the month. So we should know the first week should give us the accumulation and manipulation, or accumulation only, then week 2 will give us the manipulation. So we need some sort of volatility to do that, and that's NFP. I've actually told people that the best day of the week to trade on, the best day of the week of NFP week to trade is literally on Friday. And people think I'm gambling when I say that, but I'm actually being sincere. The best day to trade any day of the week is whenever there's more volume in the market. And when is the most volume going to form today? I mean, this week, it's definitely going to be during NFP, right? Especially in a short space of time. That's going to be NFP. So if NFP is going to be the one to likely move the market, then why don't you focus on that day? But the problem is people don't focus on the right time. They might focus on the right day, but not the right time. The right day to trade, yes, might be NFP Friday, but it's not the right time to trade at 8:30 in the morning, right? You should wait for 10 a.m. I know ICT might say wait for 30 minutes, and yes, I have done that in the past, and it has worked out for me, but I realized there's so much more focus and so little stress if you try and stick to 10 a.m. instead of 8. Just wait for the chaos and carnage to happen, then return during the silver blood hours, and yeah, make your money. You'll literally get very clean and very nice moves after that if you just waited. But of course, that's just my opinion and my experience. I'm not saying it's factual, just my experience. I got the alert after price tapping on EC there, but it was in a daily inversion gap. Huh, that's interesting. Let's go to the other chart, other cleaner thingy. Alright, so you're saying you got the alert when price tagged in here, but it was on the daily inversion gap. On the daily, I thought it was a higher fair value gap. There is no gap here, so I guess you're talking about this. So I'm guessing you're saying you got the alert when it tapped in here, but you're worried about this acting as support to push up. Is that what you're saying? If that's what you're saying, then yes, your concerns are actually right and they're correct. They're fine, they are solid, and that's why on the, if you remember on the group, I said I was going to attempt a funded account challenge. Well, this is the first trade I'm taking on that account. And on that account, I entered from the 1 hour after the displacement. After this, I entered here. And on that account, I'm taking my profit at this low. That's why you saw me draw it out as low resistant liquidity run over here. I'm taking profit here, even though I believe the price could come here and then of course lower. If it breaks through this, it's definitely gonna go lower, you know. But I'm taking my profit here because, for your same concern, this low is where the daily BC has now formed. You know, inside of the same inverted gap, there's a BC now. And you know, price only goes to two things: inefficiencies and liquidity. So I would say, if you are not too comfortable taking the sells, which makes sense, I was just trying to follow a systematic approach, because this sell actually comes from a weekly chart, but we'll get there in a moment. So if you're not too comfortable, then wait for this daily candle to possibly break through this BC and close below it. If it closes below it, then that gives you the confidence to look for more sells away. It gives you the confidence that this inverted gap might not even hold at all. The reason I say that the inverted gap might not hold is because we have a PD array stronger and higher than this daily one, which is a weekly one. If you remember, that's where the entire idea actually came from. That's where the idea came from. A weekly gap, SMT inside of that weekly gap, where one took the high and the other one didn't. So it's a very systematic approach. That's why I say I understand where your concerns are. Like, I understand perfectly. I was using this weekly one. That's why I was on the 4-hour chart, if you're wondering. And also this weekly candle does not have a tail yet, which is why I'm really thinking that we'll get this move complete. But yeah, I went on the weekly. I saw that 4-hour for confirmation. I saw this, and that's how I got that whole diagram that you saw on that side. So yeah, I think if you're not too sure, if you're not too comfortable, wait to see if we can close below this 4-hour gap here by the end of the day or sometime during the day. If we close this below this, then you can definitely look for lower time frame sells, you know, like to complete the market maker sell model. Right? If it actually is going to be a market maker sell model, you can always capitalize on something here around the 75% 15 minutes chart or something. And that could happen tomorrow, even during the news, or even today, who knows. I don't know how animated price can get, but yeah, those are the risks we have to take. You have to either judge based on intuition, experience, or be completely mechanical and not really care on what price does. It's one of those things. It's one of those things you can't gauge too much. Yeah, it also has SMT. Yeah, exactly. Like that's why I'm saying it's a very mechanical approach. Very mechanical for me, this trade. It was just it had nothing to do with, okay, wait, what about this BC? Okay, what about that breaker? Okay, what about the daily inverted gap? Remember, I was actually expecting it to respect that daily one first. If you remember at the beginning of the week, I wanted to see that daily one to be respected. I didn't want to see this high tagged. I didn't want to see that weekly gap tagged at all. But, you know, price does what it wants, not what you want. Then I went to GBPUSD, and I saw GBPUSD is there making new highs. So there's already a very clear SMT, like these new highs. Also inside of that high time frame PDRA, right there, which is a breaker, I think. Is this a breaker? Yeah, it's a breaker because it took the high there. A breaker with a fair value gap. But GBP is so strong that I don't know if it will get all the way down here. I don't even know if it will take this sell side here. But yeah, new SMT. Maybe you should give me the time frame, and the what chart, like everything basically. Like I could say from here, which is 2nd July 8 AM, and here 3rd July 10 AM. Second July 8 AM now. They took the highs. They both took the highs. If you're talking about this one. But yeah. Either way there's SMT somewhere. If you look, there's SMT. So yeah, I don't know. This has no actual reasoning, and also the reason I prefer euro over pound is obviously because of EURGBP. EURGBP on the weekly and daily, and for a while now, has been showing us that we've been weak, right? I mean, look at the weekly chart on EURGBP. I know it's only Thursday and NFP is yet to happen, but I still believe this internal to external move might play out. My mouse is acting up. We might get this on EURGBP, which means euro is going to be weaker than pound, or pound is going to be much stronger than euro, one of the two. But yeah, if you're selling, sell euro basically. So that gives me a bit of confidence to work with EURCAD and GBPUSD. But let's see. We might get something this London session actually. Yeah, Euro is a London pair, so let's see. I mean London currency, not pair. Need to take a little bit of break. I'll be back in 5. Let's turn this down a little more because it's making too much noise now. How do you use that futures chart like confirmation or I'm guessing you mean the one that I technically use, this one. Well, you see like how EURGBP is a strength indicator, right? We just went through how it's not really the best price action to be trading this, but we use this to gauge which one is weaker and which one is stronger. In this case, we can see that euro compared to pound, euro is so much more weaker, or pound could just be so much more stronger and euro could be neutral, right? But this shows us that if you want to compare between euro and pound which one to take, you would probably take euro for sells and GBP for buys. So now because of this, right, actually thinking of this price action, I'm thinking of this structure and considering the fact that we have elections in the UK from today and tomorrow, this might actually fall off. This might literally just melt off in the next 2 days. But that's not my opinion, so let's just move on. Yeah, but yeah, that's how I use this. Now for the futures chart, which is what other people do, they go to, let's say, euro. Jeez, I forgot my colors were still here. They'll go to, let's say, euro futures, right? They'll go to euro futures like so, and they will see that, well, we have this imbalance over here, this volume imbalance, and that could be used for lower prices and blah blah blah, and euro is either this strong or either this weak. Then they will do the same on pound, on GBP futures, and say, well, we are currently respecting this breaker with a fair value gap there, so GBP is either this strong or either this weak, you know, like, well, strong in this case. But yeah, this is what people would normally do. But then I tried to ask them, like, what's the point of that? Because all these futures charts, if you notice when you're adding them here, let's go to futures. Any futures chart that you see, right, already looking at the top ones right here that I have on my list, you can already see that this is from the US. Look at who is managing the data. It's all in the United States, all of them. Even Bitcoin is also in the United States. So now when you type something like euro futures, something like that, you can see euro futures also in the United States. Now to me, I found that a bit too biased, because I basically asked myself, isn't that the same as just looking at euro USD, you know? Because when you look at euro's weekly chart, you see this volume imbalance, you see this structure, and when you look at EU, the currency pair, you basically see the exact same thing. So like, what's the difference between looking at EU and euro futures? This is just euro dollar to me. It's not really telling me what the euro is doing across the board. You know, I want to be able to see euro AUD, what does it look like? EURCAD, what does it look like? Euro Swiss, what does it look like? I want to see all of them and be able to gauge and tell myself, oh wait, it looks like euro is weak across the board. Like, it doesn't matter what you pay it with, it's just weaker, right? That's what I want to be able to see. That's what I want to be able to tell. But there's no realistic way of gauging all of them by looking through them like so, one by one. So that's when I created this. I don't look for lower time frame confirmations. It's not really, this is not euro dollar, this is euro mixed with all of them. This is euro dollar, euro GBP, euro AUD, euro Swiss, euro JPY, EURCAD, euro NZD, and you can add more if you want, but I mixed the majors, right? And this gives me a realistic view of what euro looks like across the board. And when you look at this and then look at GBP's one as well, you can clearly see that GBP is strong. This is not GBPUSD, but look how much stronger it is across the board. Like, it's even taken out that high, the previous monthly high, across the board, of course. On a lower time frame, it's going to start looking different, start looking funny. On different time frames, you see different structures, obviously, because this is TradingView trying its best to multiply all these GBP pairs that I have here. as one unit. So I don't look at this from I don't look for lower time frame confirmation or anything like that. I just use it as it is to tell me where price is more likely to go. Like when price was right here, right? If you use the replay button and okay, you can't do it here, but if you use the replay button and you can come here, you are likely going to say that price looks like it's going to be bullish, especially when you see this expansion candle. You're probably going to say, well, I'll be watching that buy side liquidity, you know. This gives you a rough view now that, okay, anything to do with the pound, I should be looking for buys. Which one is probably the best one to be buying from? Probably GBP Swiss, because Swiss is weaker, you know. And then you mix and match and boom, you buy until TP. Cool. And why would I say GBP Swiss? Well, it's clear because Swiss is weaker and GBP is stronger. So when you go to Swiss also, the Swiss mixture, you can clearly see the weakness I'm talking about. When you go to a higher time frame, you can see the swing idea that I've been trying to frame for some time now. It's actually from a monthly, not even a weekly. This idea. This is what's making me want to sell all the Swiss pairs. I mean, buy all the Swiss pairs, the Swiss crosses, but they haven't been giving me the entry that I want. I mean, look at AUD Swiss is already, it's already about to reach the target. Yeah. I don't know if that answered the question, but yeah. I technically use them not for confirmation. I use them to tell me which one is stronger and which one is weaker. So strength indicator, you can call it strength indicator. So this thing literally opened up on Tuesday, did not tap into the gap, and then decided to leave from there. That is crazy. This is crazy. If it tapped here, I would have hated myself for not entering it, but the fact that it didn't even tap here. Let's see NZD Swiss. Maybe, damn. Oh wait, that's why we actually got an SMT and I missed it. Jeez, that is incredible. I can't believe I missed this entry. We actually got an SMT. There was no need to tap the fair value gap anymore because of the SMT. Did we get an entry on a lower time frame on the 1 hour? I can't believe I actually missed this completely. SMT here. We didn't need to tap into the gap. We actually tapped into this other block instead. Okay, when we got a change in state of delivery, did we get a retest? We actually did get a retest. Look at that. We got a CSD and a retest. That, wow, I can't believe I missed this. SMT in a high time frame PDRA. I think I was greedy and I was waiting for the gap to actually be tapped, forgetting there's such a thing as SMT. It doesn't have to target. NZD Swiss already took this previous daily low. Yeah, I missed this one and I still missed the next entry, which was here with the fair value gap. Yeah, this sucks. Anyway, I think Swiss is just gonna take off when the news comes out in about 1.5 hours. I think we're just going to shoot up. I don't think we'll get a retracement. I think we're gonna take off from here. Just my opinion. Yeah, just my opinion. We might just sweep Asia session low over there, which is trading below midnight and going into discount. You could watch this candle. Actually, you could make it easier. You could watch this rejection block in the discount part of Asia session. I think this will take us to our target. I think CPI will do this on AUD Swiss. It sucks that I missed this entry. Actually, I was hoping, really hoping that we will get this entry because I had my alert set on it on the other side. Anyway, yeah. not to digress, I hope I answered your question. I don't know if I did with the futures thing. I don't know if it made sense. I hope it did. If it didn't, you can just ask it. Just let me know, and I don't mind explaining again. I really don't mind explaining again. I need to see a very strong displacement away from this. It's wasting my time now. Just wanna get this phase over and done with so I can move to phase 2. Just getting myself comfortable while we wait for the kill zone, because you get it. All right, no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, as long as you understand, that's fine. That's all I want. But yeah. I haven't taken a swing trade idea like this in I think ever. Nah, not ever, in a long time. But I'm in this. Actually busy with Indian market. Yeah, a lot of people have been trading that, but you said that it's mostly, what do you call it? Sort of like binary options. Basically, it's a very you don't trade it as the same way you trade this. Like, you know, either you invest or you go extreme scalping mode, basically, because of the multiplier effect that it has. Right? Well, that's what I remember. And my phone decides to make noise. Oh, there's that chart. Nah, I trade stock only. Oh, okay. Okay, let me silence my phone. I don't know if you remember this trade idea where you said you wanted to sell. Then I said if you want to sell, well, you should just watch for the fact that we are. I don't know if you wanted to sell or buy. I framed an idea for both, and I said be careful of the range. Let's see, what was it? I don't think it was a monthly time frame. But yeah, I think I said something like if you want to sell from here, so anywhere here, it's in premium, something like that. If you want to buy, I will be buying from down there. But it didn't retrace. Didn't retrace to give the buy entry. I think that was the last time I said on this. And the stock market, many people have been telling me that they're going into the stock market. For me personally, I feel like I don't need to stress myself too much. I feel like I have everything I need here. But that's just my feeling. Of course, one day I will go into it. That's a must. It's not something that's like a fantasy or something. I will definitely go into it. I just need to understand it a bit more, then yeah, go into it. I haven't actually traded individual stocks. I've invested in them, but not traded. I've never like day traded stocks. You know, sometimes I go and mute myself and I forget that I muted myself and I just continue talking. So now I get this weird paranoia where I have to keep checking to make sure that I'm not muted. But yeah. Sweep out the buy side liquidity, NFP, and drop without giving anyone an entry. Then only late sellers will get in here. Only late sellers will get in here. This is my expectation. It's a new day. A fantastic day. A beautiful day. Yeah, that's stock giving me 16% return. Yeah, see, exactly. The volatility is real nice. Like, that's very nice. But isn't that basically like a double-edged sword? You know, as in, if it goes wrong, you'd have been losing 16% as well, right? Isn't that what it means? The volatility is double-edged. It has to be double-edged. No, I was in the buys. Oh, you had taken it already before then, I think. You had taken the buy entries before it even shot up. Probably here somewhere. I think you probably took it here because when you asked about it, we're still here talking about the retracement. So you probably took it here somewhere. If you did, then that's real nice. What's up? Morning. Greetings from the other side. How's everybody doing? So much excitement for an early morning. That's cool. That's real nice. USD CAD should be dying because the CAD crosses are falling off, which makes the CAD stronger, right? Yeah, CAD is gaining strength, but US dollar tried to mess up its strength here somewhere. But overall, CAD is gaining strength, and that's nice for the EURCAD and EURCAD setup that we have. It's nice for it. I was on the buyers from that weekly order block, 1380. Weekly order block. Let's see. This one. Wait, no, you said 1380. Oh, you bought it from down here. That's insane. That is insane. I'm guessing you mean here. That's the closest I can think of. 1380. Yeah, wait. It's either this one, because these two figures are different. This is like a continuous contract and this one isn't. If you're saying 1380 with a continuous, it's here, this weekly order block. Alright, but if you're saying this one, 1380 is here somewhere, which is still crazy. It's still crazy, whichever one it is. It's still really impressive. It's still basically the tail of this candle. You bought the bottom then. Yeah, either way, you bought the bottom of this wick. You bought the bottom wick of this candle. Either way, you bought it somewhere here, which is nice. That's real nice. So buy side liquidity is where you're holding it till at 1760. The futures chart, watch spot. Oh, this is the futures chart. Watch the spot chart. Bank Nifty. I'm not even used to these things. I don't know what the spot chart would look like. Is it options? Is it? I think it's options, right? I don't know. I don't even know how options work. I never traded any of these. What's a put? What's a call? I don't even know. I actually don't know what any of these things mean. That's why I'm usually very specific with what to type. When I'm telling people, go on your trading view, on the search box, type this, and then click on this, then click on that. Go to all, okay, and then should I type Bank Nifty as one or separate, or should I just type Nifty? And then also which one from this? Because I do see index futures, index futures. Option is down there somewhere. Option. Is it even Bank Nifty? Why is it written I Nifty there? What is the difference? What is I Nifty, I wonder? I Nifty is something else. No, type I Nifty, it's stock. Ah, I see. Okay. I Nifty, if it's stock, then shouldn't it be under the stocks? Where's stocks? There's no stocks there. But you said it's an Indian market, and I don't see the Indian flag here. So let's go back to all. I thought it would have been the first, because I'm guessing the I or IN is means India. I'm surprised that there. Wait, but then these are still the same options that we were seeing from this side, isn't it? That's a stock, but that's the Britain turquoise. That is wild. Then we got a whole bunch of stuff from Germany. It's Infi, not Infi, so not that. INFY. INFY, yeah, Infi. Infi. Is it actually written stock on it? Because if it's stock, then it's this one that I already have on my chart there, because I put the futures one, which is the bottom right there, and then the top one is stock. That's the first one there. I put both of them because I didn't think it was these options ones, you know, and I didn't think it was the one from the New York that's written something else. Yes, first one. Yeah, exactly. So I was correct then. So it was this one. This one. It was this first one. And I'm guessing the weekly order block you're talking about is this area, because you said you bought the, what you call this, 1380. Yeah, and 1380 is the only other block I can think of is this down close candle on the weekly time frame. So it was this first one, because I have two of them here. I have the futures and I have this one. I didn't know what the difference was, but now you made it clear that this is the stocks, right? Stock, what's it called? Spot chart. I still wouldn't, I don't know the difference between all of these. There's spot there, there's cool, there's put and call options. I don't even really know what binary is either. I don't know all these fancy terms and all these markets. Even till now, I still don't perfectly understand how contracts work when you trade in futures, like futures contracts. I don't know why are they called contracts, you know, why are there a few? And this thing is just grinding higher and higher. It's literally making new highs in front of us right now. You're still holding it, right? I'm guessing you're holding into that buy side, 1730. Is this the one that you said that's currently running on 16%, or is it another individual stock market that you're talking about? Or is this the one running on 16% so far? Option and futures are complicated. Exactly. I think what makes it even more complicated for me specifically is the fact that I'm used to trading the FX market. Everything just made sense with lot sizes, you know. Even that on its own was a whole lesson to learn, but eventually it made sense. Just lot size, leverage, and that's it. You manage your risk. But with futures, you have to, for you to buy, to take profit, you basically have to sell it back to them. Sell it to who? And if you oversell, you end up in a position. So if you buy 3 contracts and you sell 4 contracts, you end up in a sell position of 1 contract. Why? That doesn't make sense. You can't buy and sell at the same time, because apparently that's hedging to them. They don't want you to trade like the big guys, apparently. So I don't, it's yeah, I'm used to FX. I'm fine with my CFDs here. I'm very fine with it. Let's see. I see the dollar is still acting weird. Doesn't want to push up. I just wanted to push up. Literally just wanted to push up before coming back down. And NZD card slowly trying to come down, but it's looking more bullish than bearish. Swissies, yeah, I think the Swiss is ready to run. I really think it's just going to come and soup the lows, the Asia session lows on AUD Swiss right there. I really wanted this daily gap, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, but the fact that we had an SMT where NZD Swiss took the lows makes me think we're not going to come back here anymore. Now that we've created a new range and we've already respected this change in the state of delivery when we're creating the SMT, we respected this already. So I missed this entry. So that'd been a nice, very nice sniper entry there. Yeah, also missed the other block over there. But now I think we're going to come down to this rejection block after taking Asia session low, then push up like crazy. I don't think it's gonna give anyone entries to try and sell this thing. But yeah, it's CPI, so you have to be careful. 1 hour to go, so let's see what the market has for us. US 100 cash, may you please give your views? Yeah, I already sent my screenshot on the group, but yeah, I sent my screenshot and opinion on the group. But basically, it's what I want. And a consolidation the whole day today, not just session, the whole day. Remember that today is a bank holiday. It's a public holiday. It's the 4th of July, the day of independence in the United States. They are closing the market at 1 p.m. New York time. So it'll be closed the same day as yesterday, basically. But I'm expecting NFP day to push up one last time, one new high. Then I'm expecting a fall off from there. If you don't catch the all-time high sells, then you might catch a breakout of some sort, like a retest of this, you know, like when it retests, pushes back here, you might be able to catch this if you don't catch that one. But either way, this was the screenshot that I sent on the group. It looks like this literally just this. That's my TP there. I'll participate in the sales tomorrow. So much drama in such a small package. Jeez, calm down. Yeah, sorry, I had to attend to some stuff outside. Anyway, where were we? Ethereum, Bitcoin, the crypto. Longer term, I think we all know that I'm bullish on this. It's been a few weeks now. I said I was looking for this. This is this is literally the trade idea that I framed. It comes from the quarterly chart. I said I'm waiting for a sweep of the lows, then an expansion from inefficiency to liquidity, internal back to external. If you were here at the beginning of the stream, you would remember that I mentioned something like this. Most of the time when we respect a high time frame PDRA, price does something like this, right? We see a rejection immediately from the PDRA. But what I've noticed, not all the time of course, definitely not all the time, but sometimes, especially in a volatile market or an actively traded market, you would get something like this. You get that new liquidity ends up getting swept, and then a proper shift. Now this is when we can look for an entry after this proper shift of structure, changing the state of delivery or market structure shift. So yeah, but the point is that there's another liquidity sweep inside of that same PDRA. So you can't say that the PDRA will hold forever. And look exactly what's going on here. We have a PDRA, respected it before, came back down, swept the liquidity one more time, and look how we didn't leave any inefficiencies on its way down. So you can't even say that maybe it might respect this CB or that CB or whatever. We just have this BC right here. And then I went down to a weekly time frame. On the weekly, I saw this massive expansion to the upside, and I said, guys, let's watch this inefficiency, and especially the breaker. And we see the price came and tapped the breaker and rejected away from the breaker. We even created a swing low already on a weekly time frame. So we had to wait for 3 weeks if you wanted to wait for this swing low to be confirmed. And this is when I would be buying at the opening price of the next candle, the fourth one. That's when I'll be buying. So my bias long term for sure is bullish. You can see I'm expecting this to happen. This is my view on Ethereum, Bitcoin. I'm basically saying Ethereum will be stronger than Bitcoin, relatively speaking, for a while, or Bitcoin will just die and that makes it stronger. Anyway, on the daily time frame, at the rejection of that weekly breaker, price came down, tapped the order block, and now we are seeing down close candles are supporting higher prices. Down close candle comes back down into it, supports higher prices. Down close candle comes down, supporting higher prices. So I'm still bullish, even though right now on the daily time frame we're consolidating. Check how, even though we keep making new lows, check how the price, the bodies of each of this candle on a daily time frame are still remaining inside of the fair value gap, even though we keep making new lows. So now for me, I'm just taking the sweep of these lows to just be a turtle soup. In this case, I think the 3 drives pattern has already happened, and I think we're gonna push up now. But then I would obviously go to the hourly chart for a confirmation, because that's a daily. Hourly does not have anything clean enough for me. Yeah, not yet. So we might just drive one more time, but I would look for a fair value gap here on the hourly, especially one that aligns with an order block or a breaker of some sort, multiple PDRAs to buy. I wouldn't buy now. Yeah, having a bad feeling in Bitcoin. It says going for the weekly order block at 52,000. Bitcoin weekly. Yeah, Bitcoin, you can literally see if Bitcoin is this weak, right? It definitely supports the idea on Ethereum Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is weak, making the strength on Ethereum to shine even more. Even though Ethereum is also weak, but it's not as weak as Bitcoin is. I mean, look at Bitcoin. We're close to taking this low right there. Very close to it. But look at Ethereum. Look at how the low is. Still far. Still there. So, yeah. Ethereum looks very juicy for buys. Anytime now. Anytime now can be looking for buys. And you're mentioning the weekly order block on the by 52k. Wait, did you say weekly? This one. This candle. Personally, I wouldn't take this as an order block just because, wow. I mean, obviously it is an important candle and an area of probably supply and demand. People will consider this as an important area of support or something, and it might respect there, but I wouldn't be looking at that as a high probability one. Yeah, look at that. I wouldn't look at it as a high probability order block. I would look for a possible SMT at these lows with Ethereum, then look for buys. But as I said, might be worth buying Bitcoin, Ethereum as opposed to Bitcoin. Yeah, just set your order here on the daily time frame to buy this daily order block on the top of it, even not the body, but just stop loss at this low and you're done. Buy and hold, buy and hold. Buy there, stop loss here, and hold till the all-time highs, I think. Or these highs. I don't think this is the all-time high, but these highs. Yeah, this is a very steep retracement. Very steep retracement. I think this is a nice OTE area that we are in. Yep, look at that. Aligns perfectly with the 75%. Perfectly with a 75% retracement. So yeah, I would watch this daily order block very closely on ETC, ETHUSD. I'm saying ETC, ETH. Yeah, bullish on Ethereum. I don't know how low you want me to go on the ETH BTC, but if you want me to stop on the daily, then yeah, from the daily I'm looking for buys from this gap. I'll be putting my stop loss at the previous swing low, which is right there. So I'll be buying right now, basically stop loss here at the previous swing low. If I'm targeting this high, then yeah, that's a nice 1.5R. If I'm targeting the swing idea, then I might hold it till my fifth child is born, all the way there for 20R. But I'm not that crazy. So yeah, but that's if you want me to stop on the daily. On the hourly, I already showed what I'm looking for, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I do agree with you, SM. I agree with you that Bitcoin is likely to go to that daily order block. I mean weekly order block. This area. Possible, very possible. Very possible. Okay, still a bit of time for Swiss news. How is Euro looking across the board? Still consolidating, not really doing much, but so far so good. I'm expecting this liquidity to be swept, this trendline liquidity, and I want to see it happen aggressively, as in like something like this, and then a melt off. I don't even want it to tease this sell side liquidity. Wait, you have children? No, I don't. I don't have any child. I'm still a child myself, by the way. I don't have any child. Still a child. I'm still a child. My guy, no one has children, man. Don't mind those questions. I was just talking about ETH BTC. I was saying that that the idea is going to take so long to pan out that by then I probably have my 5th child or something. Because this is the idea, this is the plan right here. Weekly time frame, external liquidity from the quarterly chart, the 3-month chart. That's my target. How long do you think it will take to get there from this weekly order block? Breaker. Just realizing the channel is almost at 250 subs. That's cool. Let's calculate. You can't estimate it. You can't estimate with crypto. You could literally get, look at this candle. Look at this. This was all in 1 week. So if we get like 3 or 4 of these candles, then it becomes 1 month. Look at this one. What about this one? What do you call this? What do you call this section right here? Imagine if something like this was to be replicated this side. Then it happens in no time. So you can't even say this calculate. You can't, because you can just do that today. If it does it today, what are we gonna say? Crypto to the moon. Ethereum. You know, what are we gonna say? It can happen in 1 day. 71% increase. So yeah, you can't really calculate the time. Well, some people can. Some people are crazy. Like Medic, the goblin what? What's his full name? I don't know what his full name is. I don't know what his actual name is, but yeah, he calls himself Medic, healer of Goblin Town. He also saw the same thing I'm seeing, the SMT on Nasdaq, and I found that nice. That was the only thing that motivated me to share it with you guys. The SMT.